Hello. Welcome. We're playing Call of Cthulhu. Starting off right. Chapter 1. Surely things will be easy. Let's see, Boston 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Great. Let's enter the madness, shall we? I am mad at his mercy. May the gods pity the man in his end. H.P. Lovecraft. Love it. Hey, Golden Archer. Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, it certainly does look interesting. I'm excited to see where it goes. For a 6-year-old game, graphics don't look awful. Control to crouch. Okay, it's so easy to interact. Or not. Where are my controls? Yeah, E. Am I blind? Hello? Really? It's just because it's so freaking dark I can't see? That didn't help. Oh, I see the issue. Alright, let me fix that brightness. I'm just stupid and skipping a step. How's this look on your end? That looks doable. Ooh. Fancy.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
All right. Yeah, you gotta love the rhymes. It almost seems too bright. Even for me. So, it's barely visible. I'd say that's barely for both. You, the viewer, and me. That fixes it a little bit.
Offering. Don't fight. You have been chosen.
What am I running from?
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Well, don't drink it. Investigation Agency contracted to the Wentworth Detective Agency. After the Great War, I decided to set up in Boston. Excuse me. No lack of work for guys like me. One small-time case follows the other. Adultery, settled scores, disappearances are not actually disappearances. Old office couch is less comfortable than a real bed, and I should probably get rid of these empty bottles, but this place is mine. For the moment. We got Dark Water, Pierce. Okay. Eloquence, Strength, Spot Hidden, Psychology, Investigation, Occultism, and Medicine. Eloquence represents your ability to influence those you talk to by your power of speech. Physical power is forcing doors or mechanisms, or using violence, physical, or verbal during interactive discussions. Ability to find hidden objects. Represents your knowledge of human behavior, improving the skill and increases your chance of understanding a person based on his or her behavior or on the analysis of objects. Investigation talents is chance of understanding past events by analyzing crime scene. Medical determining the dose of a drug or making a diagnosis of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Your knowledge of the occult sciences, improving the skill, increasing your chance of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts, and expressing your knowledge of the myth. I have not played Disco Elysium. Sanity. I am currently stable. Okay. Chapter 1 and Lost Battalion. Am I supposed to... Okay. I'm sure that will come into use later.
I wonder why I still take these things.
More than swore that they would put into my ears, but for a while now their effect has been wearing off. Okay.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
The doctor can repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but if I stop, the range will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I can hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? One of the best, I say.
I should get rid of all this stuff. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
I didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. Yes, yes.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Gotta love it.
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay, okay. I'm not gonna drink.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Okay, so I have 8 points to allocate to. Right off the bat. Okay, so I almost... I gotta wonder how useful hidden objects are going to be. Your knowledge of occult and your skill increases your chances of determining the use and origin of occult artifacts and of expressing your knowledge of the myth. I almost think I max out spot hidden and then I go into... Or I could be a really charming bastard. So this will really dictate how the game goes for me. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Just a quick Google search. So it... So I can't max out. It's not possible for me to max out every single tree. Which leads me Permanent skill increases your chance of understanding past events by analyzing a crime scene or an object, and of picking locks. All right, spot hidden gets 2. This is getting 6. Yeah. Ooh, wait. It's another 6. And I can't remove from anywhere else. So that's what I'm sticking with that.
Information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
No.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
I really hope this doesn't.
You're free to
bite me in
leave
the ass.
anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
Assumptions. We both know what happens when you make assumptions.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or
Oh
if,
God,
on the
please, no,
contrary,
not
you managed
also
to
all
detect
mold.
some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
I apparently should have put all of my points into the occult. Oh. Oh no. Hold on. The medicine and occult skills can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Oh. Well, that makes my... Yeah, I don't regret this at all then. I mean, if I could, I'd take 2 out of the strength and throw them into investigation or spot hidden. But that's it.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
Police says that the fire
Rather
started in
thin.
the dining room and claimed the whole family. Police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? press cutting. An article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, businessmen from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Why would they insist on her mental frailty? Warehouse 36, Darkwater. Okay.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Unlocked answer. That makes me wonder. Let's...
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
She already lives in
Darkwater.
Darkwater. But where
Never heard of the
specifically
place.
is that?
Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Okay. But none of this really... Something's obviously not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the
I
accident.
see that it says expert, so I
Though
might
they
as well click
mentioned
on it.
Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me
And what do you have to say about
if what
this?
the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
None of this matters to me.
I think
That's all I
I'm
need
beginning
from
to
you.
understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right.
This is all
I'll take
fake.
the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. Natural sciences, linguistics. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to
Yeah, it
this
seems
book,
weird.
it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Original left by lost tribes, but don't let the roots of these moving evidences and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. Gigantic creatures still ornate the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it a sea or dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to dark water. The Wentworth Agency
True.
doesn't attract top-notch cases. I used to be an avid reader.
I almost feel like I'm missing something else. Got all this. Didn't drink. Got that. Good enough. What's this? Dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners who found the list all innocent and uncivilized world that details symptoms and suitable treatments. Oh, hey. Up by 2%. See? Worth it. I am gonna make sure I notice things. Although I like that if the character doesn't notice things, it's not in the game. Yes, took the Hawkins case. Let's enter madness. Need to get him to quit smoking too.
We're almost there.
Sorry, Mr. Pierce. All I've got to say, no booze. Oh, yeah. Let's get this going. Drusilla. Fitting name.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Insulting the dead
Nice young woman.
while complimenting
And
him.
a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
I like that they have, or that he has a Boston accent. Da ba.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You seen how old this thing is?
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Oh, that felt good.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an old...
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Alright. Let's just go to the bar, grab a drink, free one at that.
Prohibition
and
is just a
fits for it.
joke around here. That suits me fine.
These fellas look like they could use a drink. Now, what's got the bar being a point of interest for me, other than the booze?
Hey, be careful.
Nice. I approve.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Let's go here.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
Let's just jump
We all
right into
knew
it.
she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her vision.
True.
Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Okay, enough of that.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Yeah, plenty. Let's see. We did
What can you
Hawkins.
tell me about it?
Oh, crap.
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I can skip it.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Yeah. So we did Darkwater, we did we did Darkwater. So let's do
I didn't expect to
Prohibition.
find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
She would know it anyway.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Yeah.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Wait, I don't
That'll
want
be all
drinks
for
anyway. I already forgot. Like 10, not even what? 10, 15 minutes later? I saw you looking.
What you looking at, stranger?
You that source of the booze?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Ow.
I told you to beat it. I told you to beat it.
That was the only line I get. I gotta be more careful.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Returned dark reportedly on Tuesday afternoon. Locals immediately rushed to the docks. From the last whaling ship on the island, people were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. The size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. Kind of repairless catch, but also of its meat. I mentioned its quality and plentiful and nutritious benefits. The size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Okay.
You have no right to treat us like this.
And the doctor, what did he say?
Alright, talk to you. You look a little pale.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Sure, I'll be talking to
You
you
like
later.
our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
Hey, Archer.
You exhausted
Welcome
the
back.
stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Need to check something. Okay, it does still work. Continuing. Can't talk to you guys. That's pictures of the boat. What's this?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Miss Baker, always free for the lady. Weird. Okay, let's go find Fitzroy. Let's see what I can pick off of you before talking to you.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Wow. Ethics and good practice to medical staff. So that puts me at 14. Okay. That was volume 2. Can't go that way. Already went that way.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman.
Clear. Keep your men under control. You can afford to provoke us. You need to answer this no need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Okay. So he's got beef with someone named Cat. Hey, Lawrence. Thanks for coming by.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
It looks like a bridge ship. He has a wooden leg. Probably a father, uncle, something like that.
What a macabre souvenir.
Alright, let's go talk to Fitzroy. He's got intel as well as where to go from here.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alright.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins.
1890,
That's all I'll
1907,
get from them.
partial date, the rest of the documents blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Sir?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Well, first, tell me a little more about... Let's
The
start
miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailors' return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
here. Yeah, I saw that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Okay,
Your
so I was
father.
right.
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Okay, so there's some infighting on Darkwater. Let's
Your
talk about those
manifests have been
documents
blacked
for now.
out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island. Indeed, maritime activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look,
Close
it's right
a lot
there.
of avenues.
The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I found a threatening letter, signed
What
by a
happens if I go
certain
back through
cat.
here?
What? I
There
don't
were
mind you
some-
visiting my harbor master's office.
Are you being black?
Not
with any?
I would cheat.
Can you not?
Don't you?
Okay.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
So I lost some avenues there, which is unfortunate. Find hidden objects. needed. I'll get that to 4. Alright, so that's the warehouse. Let's head this way. And see what I can find.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave.
Okay. Pretty nice vehicle, if I had to say so. Might have accidentally started going the right way. Let me see what I can dig up. Oh, wait. I don't think I talked to this fisherman. Nope, nothing.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
And you?
Where do you think you're going?
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Yeah, that's fair.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
When I hear the name
You
Silas,
again.
all I can
I
think
told
of
you
is
to beat
Silas
it.
Briarwood.
No need to get worked up.
Police around the warehouse. Other interested parties. You're not going to talk. Nothing around here. And I doubt there's anyone down here.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I'm sorry. I am what? I have a 4 out of 5 for investigation and I couldn't pick that lock in the beginning. Webster, Charles Hawkins, Sarah Hawkins. Simon, Roy Mitchell. Okay.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in. I've no idea what it says.
So I might have to come back to that. Need to find more cult to stand a chance.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Man, I should have thrown those 2 points into frickin' investigation, apparently.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
Tell me more, drunkards.
Bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
Sure you didn't.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Mm-hmm.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
Alright, thanks, drunkards. I mean,
I've
gentlemen.
taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Wow, you could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You bet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
Gotta love political intrigue.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I went to see the statue of St. Brendan.
Let's see if I can...
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
Point them
What
at
do
each
I
other.
know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors.
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope you had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Oof. Alright.
I bid
guys
you,
are
gentlemen,
useless.
farewell.
I have other ways. I'm not gonna talk my way in. For instance...
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
Damn. I like that I ended up going to the right way. Now all I have to do is go.
Understand? Damn stupid idiots.
Were you guys there before? Why does that look funny?
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told that flunky that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Everyone's really scared of this cat. That's for them to deal with and not me. And let's detect hidden items in a close range. Once all these items are found, the detection icon will disappear. Right? Did I read that right?
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
There's something around here, though. Ratchet device to moves in held aloft without risk.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
And there's still something else. That's
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
That's the ladder. Just really quick double check.
An old cogwheel. Rusty.
Wheel.
But
Okay, now I've gotten everything. Wait, how did I get the flash, the lighter out? Oh. Well, that's useful.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Cogwheel? Nope, ratchet device.
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
And then probably run. Great.
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic.
Anything else I need to know? Also, why is this down here? Was it like methane or something? Yeah. Nice try. Water doesn't scare me. Oh, shit! Okay. Fine, you got me. You got me. Why? What do you mean, why? Clearly, we're going in because of the occult.
This is primitive.
I wonder if this green fog is the reason why everyone's having hallucinations.
Ugh, this place stinks.
No,
What is
stop
the
saying
connection
mold.
between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Reconstruct the scene.
Someone treasures this crumpled picture to the point of sleeping with it.
Okay.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
It could be.
It smells as bad as it looks. Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? What happened here?
Punched the mirror. Maybe it's because of the drugs.
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Oh, I can't look at my thing. I am not strong professionally. And I don't think I think strength was better than the psychology.
Look around you. Someone has settled in here. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way.
Yes.
Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
I could care less.
Is it far, this mansion?
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on,
shit.
We got some driving to do.
They must have been stacked. They'd probably get freaking lost in their own house. Also, I like how the cop just, Officer Bradley was just like, yeah, we'll just overlook the fact that you're here. No big deal.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion.
Oh yeah.
The place has been abandoned since the fire.
This works.
There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him.
Butler.
Day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
What
I
should I
prefer
be
to
wary
be
of?
prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Well, first, it was burned in a fire, and yet
trees or fire damage on the building.
Still here.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire
It's my
was
job.
quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling
Trapped?
Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I do have other questions, thank you.
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
Nope, just
You're
gonna point
the one
something out.
who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Night
No,
falls
officer.
quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll
Not
go
even a
with you,
day here,
if
and I'm
only to
pointing things
reassure
out for you.
Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
I'd count him as an ally until he dies. You go that way? Okay, I'm going this way. Small wooden whale for children.
Someone is using the fireplace. I suppose that this is where old Winchester lives.
Okay. So would that have been the person snooping around and watching my arrival? This is blocked.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
Hilltop house built in 19...
Bradley was right.
1693.
This place is much older than I imagined.
John Wickwood. Okay, you're there. Well, actually, I should probably follow you.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Clearly. Because this one's broken.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know
Yeah.
if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Can you not see
Not
that?
to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Unless Silas was the person
Why were they buried
involved.
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
here? Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
Poor kid.
And steal a burnt painting?
Poor kid.
I don't see signs
How old was a
of such
kid?
thing, let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that.
11.
Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Interesting. You can't convince me otherwise at this moment. No, Simon's right here buried. I should be able to go ahead without him. Unless he's gonna turn around. Or am I missing something and I talk to him?
The caretaker takes great care of these graves.
Yes, I see that.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I wonder if Brubaker was here. That would make sense. Okay, goodbye. I'm not waiting for you. You're taking too long. You said a moment. Entrance is boarded up. There's nothing on this side of the log. So at this point, after confirming the door is boarded up, there's nothing on the roof.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Not the roof, the porch. Then it's time to go see Silas. Yep. 4 more. Every point is going into investigation until it's 5 out of 5, and then Locks can no longer say no to me. And then spot hidden. You change your mind, you connect your rest by sticking to the facts, your convictions, and your perception of reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Mental trauma. So I gotta keep Bradley on my good side. I gotta stay on Bradley's good side. Kind of looks angry.
This entrance is still in use.
Really? Can you?
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing.
I just did, you dumbass.
And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked.
and I make sure it stays that way.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Okay,
Let
then
me shed a
clear
light
her
on what
fucking
happened to her.
reputation, you
Give me that key.
dick.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
I need to put points into speaking as soon as I'm done with investigation. Might even not do spot hidden, honestly.
This gate is locked.
Although I seem to be doing fine without my speech being great. What is my speech? Eloquence is 2 out of 5. Oh, dear God. I'm about to test something. His patience. Lighthouse. Why was his window covered? Interesting. Paranoia, perhaps?
I know a thing or two about solitude myself.
So he's probably also a little bit along the smelly side for booze. Now, am I gonna get myself killed by poking around?
The poor wretch seems to spend the best part of his time isolated from the world. Rather Spartan. The caretaker has simple tastes.
Well, at least I didn't get an axe to the back. Let's just check the...
Bourbon. Empty, of course.
Oh. The glass is broken. Okay. That's telling me a little bit of information. At least enough to disarm him. I hope.
Pierce, shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Gladly. Especially if it means I'm not gonna get axed.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Hawkins Mansion. We explored the gardens. Still faithful to him, but he's watching the place armed with an axe. Building and looking for the scene of the fire. That's what we're specifically looking for. Okay.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
Haha! Two into investigation.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Reconstruct. Medicine.
This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this?
Okay.
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Fireplace is ongoing.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
But you aren't pointedly looking at the kid. No, you're looking at the wife.
Sarah Hawkins didn't eat. Was it because of the meat or something else? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Seems like it.
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
And obviously, not much has changed in this room.
Silas managed to bring the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Psychology.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself.
Yeah, seriously.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
It's going on to his way, so his fortune on this best trip. What was he looking for? He was looking for the occult.
Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way.
Obviously. Broken ladder.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
It does bother me that they left the food like that.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Perhaps.
They had a fight. Why?
Smashed oil lamp definitely tells me something.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Argument turned violent?
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
Oh, that's a good point. What else am I missing? Am I missing anything?
Did it stop at the time of the fire?
So 10 p.m.? I found all the hidden stuff. And yet it still feels like I'm missing something.
Did someone escape the fire?
Oh, yeah, it kind of does look like that. Which would mean that there's someone who knows what happened.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight.
She threw it at him.
Someone fell here.
She threw the lamp at him.
A desperate attempt to flee.
He pushed her onto the coffee table, fled the room.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. So, excuse me if I value his opinion over yours.
So be it. Let's move on. It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Well, that must have been a loss for you.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
Oh, time to consult diary. Buy him. Still stable, whatever that means. And plus the advantages must also be noted. Probably removed from a wound. Okay, so someone. Oh shit! Someone made it to the warehouse.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
not following you. Dang, it jumped all the way to frickin' 17. Oh, sorry, 18? Holy crap. Well, I'm screwed. See, more bloody bandages.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Hidden items in this area. Okay, I can work with this.
The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Now, is it this area, this floor?
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
I don't like weird noises like that. Can you not do that again? Thank you. Her paintings are everywhere.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Okay. This one. Yeah, kind of.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Yeah, we already gathered that, though. Thank you, buddy.
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess.
Apparently. Although I've never read it, so it tells you that I'm not a whaler.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Okay,
dated
so it
1818.
is this area.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Oh, crowbar.
A crowbar could prove useful.
Awesome, awesome. Crowbar gives me the opportunity to open things.
This door is blocked from the outside.
Oh, I have a time limit on the heat. Okay.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
And
If
why
you're
is that?
right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
Okay, you can stay here. I'm going up. start with up here. Can't climb ladder, but that's fine. A lot of books.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
Good. That's good, at least. It means that I'll be able to
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Seems like a theme. I wonder why.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
One moment. Need to clean my glasses. Let's see. Dear sir, as you know, I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to recur, I believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Willard. Great. So now I have motive as to why they were arguing, perhaps. Her house is covered in these paintings. Scratch mark.
Locked.
Office key for Sarah.
What will her room reveal about her?
Something, I'm sure. What? I'm not sure. Before I go into the office, I'm gonna check out upstairs.
This door is locked.
Let's reset that timer. These ones seem oddly dark.
Perfect.
I literally have the key and I'm lock picking. Holy shit.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she
Sarah,
wasn't
since you
giving
lost.
any signs of life.
Away on that lost island, your art has been attracting increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last one's so somber and strange moving as no other paintings have been. are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Boston client 230 for JF 170. 2 more for Boston client 200 and 230. Painting for FS 350. JF 270. FS 410. Boston client 250. Exhibition 600 820 1160 430 for Dr. F. That's probably their friend. AD 500. That's returned. FS, another exhibition, 1680, painting for Dr. F as payment for treatment, and the Shambler for FS. Gift. So she gifted a painting. One was payment for a treatment.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve?
Don't know, but not good. Oh, there's the key. Okay.
Bradley? Is that you?
Probably not. Oh no.
The boys' room.
Let's refresh.
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Growing between the Hawkins are a couple. Could the fire be the result of the argument? Can I see? Garden, but she's still sad. I hate it when she is sad. She's angry with father. Sunday, father scolded me. He shouted loud and wanted to spank me, but mother did not want him to. He is always angry. Why? There are lots of strange things in his office. I just wanted to look at them. The castle for mother and me. I told her to come and hide with me. Wednesday, she's always painting monsters. I don't like her monsters. I have bad dreams and they come into my bedroom and look at me. I cry and mother shouts at me and father says that I must take tablets. They are not nice. I don't want to take them. Tuesday, mother's screaming again. She cries a lot, but father is sad too and angry with mother. I don't know why she scribbled out there. Wednesday, mother is sad again. At lunch we ate in silence. It was strange. Father said, finish your dishes. We always eat the same thing. It looks like rotten fish and it smells very bad. Why does he always want us to eat that? It's not very nice. If we have to eat it again tonight, I'll throw my plate on the floor and smash it. And so he did exactly that.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world?
Obviously his mother, father, and monsters.
Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Wonderful Wizard of Oz. These must be the tablets he's
Sleeping
taking.
pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
up the stairs we go.
Is anyone there?
More paintings that will tell me other secrets. Painting of herself. Painting of you. Mr. Pierce. Are you a time traveler? Oh.
You! Stop!
I'm not gonna be able to catch the thief.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
You say that, and yet...
This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
Oh, I like this light source
This
better.
door was closed earlier. Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Oh, I made progress with the occult. That's 5%. I like it.
Seems like this came from a log.
Since confidence says that we'll beat the Orpheus this season, we gotta be merciful. No one else disappeared without trace. With these carcasses, we can no longer ignore their sad fate. Was eating these huge beasts. Told Hamilton that it was a bad omen. He doesn't care. Dropped anchor near a village. You have to say that the waters are red with the blood of the sacred beasts, and to follow them is to defy the gods. I told them that I only feared God Almighty, but in the loneliness of the hold, I'm scared. Huge whale in the distance, size seems to be beyond anything known to man. It sends out an infernal song. Hamilton wants it. We've caught it. It's the most grotesque whale I've ever laid eyes upon. It will go into memory as the biggest catch ever. Men have died, but we have gained glory. This day will be celebrated for years to come. Dark water, we have beaten the Orpheus. Returned with empty hull. To Silt and Hamilton are only memories. Logbook.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here?
This
I don't
globe
see any way
seems
out.
to have been part of some mechanism.
Well, hold on.
As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Bookcase is a door.
The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
Yeah, why did he?
It looks like an old seaway map.
The Scylla, the Prodigal, the Orpheus of St. Claudine.
Looks like the navigational path. paths described in the log. Doesn't work.
Wonder if there's something. Well, let's finish that off. And then I have 3 left. Let's go right into that. Once I get that to 4, I'll start throwing some stuff into eloquence. I just need to figure out what's going on.
I must have missed something.
I don't need to validate it.
There must be a link with the Seaway map.
Wait, hold on. 3353.
There must be a link
33
with the
north,
Seaway
53
map.
west. Something like this.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something. This Dr. Fuller, was he Sarah Hawkins' therapist?
Good hands to Riverside Institute. Goes without saying that her state requires very special care and a high level of attention. Her full potential will only be able to express itself if she is placed in a secure environment and surrounded by qualified staff. The decision is yours, of course, but I seem to understand that you are running out of time. Your friend, Thomas Fuller.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Am I aiming for dark water here, which is like here?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
57, 51. Whoop. Too far.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Maybe I'll talk to him first.
Have you seen the old maritime maps on Charles Hawkins' desk?
Strange. No ship has left Darkwater shore for years. Maybe he kept them for sentimental reasons.
No, he definitely didn't.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Somebody just add according to this old sea map. They make up a journey. I see that. $33 and 53. No, I already did that. triangle. So like here.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Doesn't work. I must have missed something.
Yes, I know
work.
it's not working. I need to look
I must
at
have
the
missed
map
something.
again.
Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
How could you? The Scylla, I should probably discount. I should just ignore it. Prodigal, I could probably take a look at. Orpheus, I think that one was mentioned, so I think I should ignore that one. And there's the St. Claudine, which I have not heard yet. Okay, so let's try the Prodigal first. 24 north, 46 west. Something like here?
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
Where do I start at Darkwater? Do I have to pick a route or something? Like, what the fuck? So if I do Darkwater, it'd be like... $42, $43. By like 73, 70-ish. Okay, so starting at Darkwater, right? 70-ish. I don't really have a number to work off here. 45. So, like, here-ish.
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
So am I going here? Do I start with... Do I do the Scylla route then? Since these other ones are unrecognizable. So this way. 47.55. 49.61. So 47. Oh no, wait, hold on. This is where I am. Let's do the 55 first, which would be like right here. And then here. Give or take.
Doesn't work. It looks like the navigational paths
49,
described in the log.
So 61-ish, and then it was 49, which would be like about here.
Doesn't work. I must have missed. Looks like the navigational paths
57,
described in the log.
51. So like here-ish.
Doesn't work. Looks like the navigational paths described in the log.
33, 53. So like here-ish.
Looks like it worked.
Ugh.
Well done, Pierce.
Screw you. I don't know. I'm making you do the next puzzle. That's what's gonna happen. Wait, what's with the knowledge? I probably could have just gone straight there. Part of me was like, oh, I should just put it on the compass and see what happens. That's what I'm gonna do the next time. Secrets. Now trail of a survivor. Search the place looking for proof. When a hooded man leads into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting, detective and police officer set off after him. Alright.
Secret passage under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel.
3 seats.
Look. Someone's been here recently.
Yes. Clearly. I mean, the lights are on. Oh, that's beautiful.
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
Well, actually, it would make sense since it was in his office.
What is this mask supposed to represent? Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone?
She was hiding and listening in. Oh. Things are getting spicy now. So she thought she was crazy, but Charles here, good old Charles, being a dick.
Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
Poor unlucky Sarah.
This symbol. What does it mean?
Hey, look. More cult. Who knew Not having to pick locks would be so useful. Me. That's who. I just should have done it sooner. It's interesting that they all know of each other. He got caught. She was done in when she got caught. Let me guess. I'm going to fall, and there's nothing you can do to catch me. And then, we're going to get separated.
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
Oh, you're definitely involved. Not like I didn't question it to begin with, but, you know. Okay, nothing. Let's turn off the lights so we're not caught. Never mind. It's actually fairly bright in here.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. These paintings must be several centuries old. This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
Or it's not.
These people lying down, are they dead? Are they asleep?
Probably dead. It's okay. You might be.
These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
A lot of gibberish. What? How dare I not be able to open
Time has
the door?
weakened these structures.
Okay. Luckily...
I don't have time to search them all.
Weird. So they're
This
producing the
oil
oil.
again. What is it used for?
Guess I'm just following the thief. Lights off so I don't get noticed. Although, let's be honest, I probably get shafted and involuntarily noticed. Another statue carving.
What's going on here?
Pierce!
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
Okay, so now I just gotta reach the bottom before he does. So he's not murdered. Without me. The hell?
A table for sacrifice? A mass grave?
It's that painting of me. You. I'm not Pierce. You're Pierce.
I got it. Oh, it can't.
That's one way to do it.
Breathe. What's happening? No, damn it! I must find a way out of here.
Yep. Gotta love the flesh pit.
Is it my turn? Yes. It is time. You will soon be one of us. If your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
Okay, great. So they get visions.
A pre-Columbian tribal dagger. Probably destined for scarification rituals.
The other hooded men. Gotta love the spelling mistakes in video games. Perfect. Now I can get that to 3 before... I'll get that to 3 and then I'll get that to 5.
I can't read Latin.
What, you don't want to count that towards the occult? I'm still stable. Not sure how sanity in this game works. But I'm assuming that I want to be stable for as long as possible. So this is like the beginning of the game. Except the water is way dirtier.
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha Fitag.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
I feel like I should be watching this.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulhu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
Yeloig Hupadk Cthulhu.
Alright, how ballsy can I be here?
Grant him your dreams and accept his, so that the paths of your souls finally intertwine.
Yor El Cthulhu Kashag.
I feel him.
Shh. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. Oh, you who sleep, bring me more sacred flesh into the kingdom of the earth.
Those guys are dead.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Time to leave.
Natulu, Lenalaf, Kle Nochschlag, Rele, Gorkaniha, Sigov, Veni Hapatach, Nikif, Kristelbaz, Natulu, Lenalaf, Kle Nochschlag, Rele, Gorkaniha.
These are all the villagers.
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit!
Oh, no.
Don't move! Police! Don't move!
Goodbye, Bradley.
I won't hesitate.
Bradley, get back!
Shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it!
You shouldn't have seen this.
It's caving in. I need to get out of here.
Okay, so Charles is still alive. And he definitely is the reason his wife died. Oh, it took too long. Don't worry, Lawrence. You'll be able to go back and watch if you so choose. I don't see anything worth grabbing. I ran pretty quickly.
My leg.
Oh, you know what? Before I do anything, Pierce. To right away into eloquence. Two more. Someone got squashed.
Light. At last.
Maybe not call for help. So Charles is alive. Mutated, but alive. Which means he's probably been gaslighting his wife this whole time. What an asshole. Even better, he's mutated and a freak. On top of that. Let's continue. Oh, great. So how'd they get me out from underneath all that? Or are they crazy too?
He's having a seizure.
You will survive. Strong subject.
Great. They're crazy too. Or I'm crazy.
There, he's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa! Go easy, my friend.
I saw you get impaled.
Oh, Dad. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No! What happened to me? Where am I?
Mr. Sanders, you have to come with us.
No, please. I can't leave here.
You got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
Francis
Please.
Sanders.
I don't want him to find me.
This foul gas again.
So, at what point was I grabbed? Because if he's real and he wasn't impaled, Oh, no, I'm hobbling like that was true. I can't run, so this is probably a vision.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scribbled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
Ugh, creepy.
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of my blood. No wind strong enough to scatter my dreams.
Leviathan. So that's what you're labeled.
When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awaken and free me.
I don't know if it's a good idea to do that.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up.
Technically speaking.
We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Yeah, that's all I've got time for, so that'll work. Let's see what we can find in here.
Sarah, am I in an asylum? Why the strange symbol repeated over and over? What did he write about the painting?
The paintings are cursed. Burn it.
What did they inject him with?
Can't stare at the painting. Okay.
Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors. What does this mean? If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him. Poor wretch.
Dr. Coleman, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Great.
Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
I told you not to let her come down.
I know.
Do it again.
All right.
So what happens if I stay in here for too long?
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's sleeping pills left.
Good God. What could this machine be used for?
Seems to suffering psychosis. He gouges his own eyes out in an attack of delirium. Oh.
Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine? This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. This is madness. Worse and worse.
What is this?
What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load. I can still increase the load.
Something here, perhaps?
Have I activated anything? It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs?
Seeing all these liquids. Place to hide. Hold on. Here's my diversion.
Anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising. That Dr. Fuller again.
Sanders' wife, Frances Sanders, had her husband interned, showing grave signs of madness. Nothing.
Sarah Hawkins. She was a
Interned
patient
at
here.
Fitzvincinia a while before her death. She was at her first attempt with the fire at the mansion. Okay. Place to hide.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and a full shelf on cephalopods. It's done. Now for the others.
Didn't realize you were there.
If I walk, I do not stop. If I do not stop, he does not catch me.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here. I don't know what you're...
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Works for me.
This way, hey.
Shit, shit, shit. Just gonna hide here. Thankfully, I can see that through the desk. No, no one's here. No one at all. In fact, it's all a figment of your imagination.
One, two, three, four, five, six. No, not six. 4, 5.
I bet there's no longer any priests on Darkwater.
That's part of the occult? Really? Oh, my sanity is slipping. Quickly, mind you.
I think I got the right date. My calculations are always right. It's the date. It's the dates at the spread. That's the problem.
What is welling up inside me? I feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has strength of oceans. His waves rise and crash, even behind the... He is my master.
What carnage?
didn't notice me. Perfect.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push.
Time to back up. Good so far.
The door is blocked on the other side.
I saw something over there.
No, you didn't. You saw nothing. In fact, you're just seeing things. I would say that's a fair statement. We good now. Everything. Whoop. Everyone clear. We're good. We're good. No. No bullshittery. Oh, you come in here frequently. Okay.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Come on. Is it going to be this difficult to frickin' search?
A control wheel to mount on a plumbing system.
Now, how do you loop around? Okay, yeah. That's the way I want you to do it.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morph... My new friend's sleeping pills.
There we go. I can't wait here for long. You need to move.
I've got what you want.
Show me!
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
Locked. Exactly what I need.
Shit.
I'll go take a look. This way!
Fuck.
The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
Exactly what I need. Perfect.
Okay. Stay right here until he walks by. Maintenance and guards room key. It's for the wheel. Let this guy come through. Okay. He comes through. I go this way.
All the levers are activated. The door is blocked on the other side.
What is he, claustrophobic?
The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building. This lever must turn on the... Now for the next step. The piping hasn't burst. Not yet, anyway. This valve controls the pressure.
Dr. Fuller repaired your machine as best I can. However, the piping has been damaged and I fear the gas is escaping. I can not do any more in such a short time. All I can do is to warn you. If the equipment is put under too much pressure, there's a risk of explosion. Well, that sounds perfect to me. So maintenance must have another wheel?
Perfect.
Never mind. Incident caused significant damage to the infrastructure, putting a stop to current experiments. This is unacceptable. For now on, the wheels to operate the gas stockpiles, or stockcocks, must be kept in the storage room after each use, or we must keep the register of use up to date. Wow, it's almost like the crazy doctor is gonna get punished for what he does. I don't know how many diversions I need to work on, but I've got 2.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Yep, that'll work. I think I don't want to have any objects undiscovered in the game. So I get spot hidden to 5, and then I get this to 4. Oh, I had plenty of time. Shit.
Hey.
Shit. How do I escape the asylum?
Come on, show yourself.
Come on, show yourself.
Whoop. I think I just go out the exit. That might be the bet here. You can't see me.
I think we got a walker. Hey!
Shit. Damn it. I can't shake off that one guard.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it! What's going on? Is there somebody gonna let Fuller know?
Now's a chance. Run.
Damn.
Someone's in here.
Is that you? Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
What did they do to you?
Aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
What do you know about the Hawkins?
About the Hawkins.
You should leave before it's too late.
I inspected the scene of the fire, and something is not right. Do you think Charles Hawkins could have killed his wife and faked his own death?
What? No, of course not. He would never have done such a thing. She was the sole purpose of his life.
I don't understand. What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. That we should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
What the hell?
No!
Sanders! What the hell?
Oh!
I gotta... Okay.
What the fuck?
This is insane. What killed him?
I don't know. I was standing there watching too. I guess I go to the open door.
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Pierce woke up in the silence, saw in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. He met Dr. Colden, a female friend of Bradley, who helped him to escape. Wandering through the corridor of the place after Fuller reigned supreme, Pierce was able to talk to a man called Francis Sanders before dying in full view of the detective. He accused Sarah Hawkins of being the cause of his torments. Pierce finally left the accursed building, accompanied by Bradley and Colden. The companions in misfortune decided to use the Hawkins mansion as a hideout. What the fuck?
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
No. No drinking. Alright. Let's time is it? 10:23. I might be able to get to the next chapter, but probably not. So what I'm going to do is leave it here. I will continue streaming probably Monday. If not, maybe tomorrow or Sunday. Who knows? Within the next 3 days for sure, I will stream at least once. So, Golden Archer, Lawrence, thank you guys so much for watching this so far. Anyone else that makes it to this point, thank you so much. This was the first 6 chapters of Call of Cthulhu. So, do with that what you will. In the meantime, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're feeling tipsy now or in the future, check the link down below. And thank you. Good night. And I love you. Bye.